It's been 3 weeks since deadly explosions rocked Beirut, leaving unimaginable damage in their wake. Hardest hit was the area surrounding the port, where the explosion occurred, known as the wealthier area of town. But as Lebanon dives into recovery, a population on the seams will now be even more at risk of poverty and food insecurity. Nasser Jabber, a Palestinian chef and founder of the Migrant Kitchen, was in the middle of a campaign he launched to feed nearly 20 million people in New York City, impacted by the COVID crisis. But when tragedy struck, he hopped on a flight to Beirut to help bring food to tens of thousands of Palestinians and Syrian refugees living in Shatila refugee camp in the southern part of the city.
Hi everybody, Nasser here from the Migrant Kitchen. Today we begin our first distribution point here in Shatila camp. As you can see, the cars behind us right now with the food. We will be distributing food on Vespas, as you guys can see here today. Food will be delivered to people's homes on Vespas.
The densely populated camp, only 1 square kilometer, was founded in 1949 to house Palestinian refugees. But after the outbreak of the Syrian civil war, it also received thousands of Syrians, now living in despair, a despair compounded by a city left in ruins.
The need is pretty dire in the camps. I'm going to show you guys how people live here. Electricity wires everywhere.
He started a campaign to raise funds, and through the Migrant Kitchen, he's delivering meals to more than 5,000 people per day.
The Migrant Kitchen is making a pledge to feed the entire camp for the coming period and hopefully for the whole year if we raise the money.
The reason we went for cooked food instead of pantry boxes in certain areas is that there's an electricity problem. There's no fridges, right? And the core of the Migrant Kitchen is to feed people with respect, which means I'm not trying to give them pasta or lentils. I want to give them meat. I want to give them a decent meal, and I want to give it to them 3 times a day.
The lessons he learned in New York City, he brought with him to Beirut.
When we came to Beirut, we were operational within 24 hours. We needed to find a kitchen. We needed to find an organization. We needed to allocate the need. We put in a dispatcher. We set up the entire process. We understood how much the meals that we need to begin with and started deploying.
Lessons he hopes to supply to the whole Middle East.
And our dream is to go to Yemen. Our dream is to feed Yemen and Gaza, for me personally.
Emily Rose, I-24 News.